We're going to bam, 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 go live in the Facebook group. Surprise! It's 10:30 on a Friday. It's too late for any of you to be hanging out with us on Facebook or YouTube, but here we are.
Too late for me to be hanging out, if we're being completely honest, but like you said, here we are. Hold on, I got a phone notification. Holy crap, the Morning Monorail is going live, episode 159 post-show. What?
True. You better be signed up on the Morning Monorail family on Facebook or that YouTube so you get those notifications. If you ring the bell on YouTube, ring my bell.
No, we don't have the rights for that. Like, I'm talking over it so we don't get copyright flagged. Knock it off.
You know what drives me crazy? You know what grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears, Jim?
If we're going to get into it, every time that we had an episode auto load to YouTube where I used that tiny little clip, and it's even a karaoke clip of Hakuna Matata, we would get a copyright hit.
Really?
Every single time.
Wow.
And I was like, really? Because I used maybe 25 seconds of it where we don't talk over it.
If that.
Yeah. So come on.
They flagged you for a transition song? Wow.
Every time.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's not fair. It's an injustice, and I feel like we deserve better than that.
Especially from Disney. Come on.
Well, I don't think it's Disney doing it. It's like that automatic thing, you know?
Yeah, it's the YouTube bots.
Hi, Adam. We talked about you this week because we were talking about noodles, and I know that you're interested in noodles.
Yeah, I hear you have opinions on noodles, which, I mean, there has to be a better way to phrase that. I understand it now that I've said it, but I stand by my statement.
Yeah, we go into it. We go into it about.
We go hard in the paint,
which we had to because that was the topic of the week.
It was noodle apocalypse. I don't know if y'all were aware. There was some stuff that happened regarding noodles.
Yeah, the whole show is noodles. Okay.
Yep. This will forever be known as the noodle episode.
It's not true, but there are going to be some pretty good laughs from that noodle section. Landon legitimately made me break during that segment, and I think you're all going to really enjoy that piece of it. But
thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it was good. You're a funny guy. What can I say?
I'm good for a laugh every now and then.
That's why you're a professional in this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you keep me around for the once every now and then laugh, and then my devastating good looks.
Yeah. This is an odd time, by the way, for those of you who are jumping into the post show. I know we don't normally do this on Friday. It's a Sunday thing, but I am going to be on the road tomorrow and on Sunday because my parents, the Monorail grandparents, are officially going back to Tennessee. They're moving into their new home in the Seymour, Sevierville area of Tennessee.
Now they're going back to Seymour?
Going back to Seymour. And on the road again. That's right, Lewis. And I am going to be taking my dad's car and loading up their car and my car and taking a bunch of their stuff back, including their cats. We're trying to put their dog on the plane. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, boy. Okay, so if you end up not getting the dog on the plane, how many animals will you have in your car?
Here's the funny thing. We'll be leaving Sanford with the cats before my mom and dad ever try to get on the plane with the dog. So I'm not sure what happens if they won't allow the dog on the plane if she's misbehaving. However, we do have veterinary approved tranquilizers.
Hey, me too. That leads to a really wacky Saturday night, let me tell you.
That we're going to be given to the dog, and hopefully that she's just a little multi-poo, but she's very noisy, and she does this crazy scream sound that it sounds like a demon has inhabited her body. So
that's kind of hilarious. I say that because I don't have to live with it or deal with it, but all right.
Yeah. But she does that. She has a lot of separation anxiety with my dad too. So like if he's not around, it's real bad. So we're hoping we can drug her up. She'll hang out with my dad and if she can see him, she'll be all right. But
no, Lewis, I already have dibs on him.
Lewis, it's I don't know if here's the thing. They gave this same thing to my dog for like anxiety and the fact that she acts up anytime she gets around people in general. So they asked me to give her this stuff before she goes to the vet. It doesn't do anything. I don't think.
Oh boy.
So
Like if the dog can't get on the plane with your folks, what are you just gonna like set it free and hope it finds its way back to East Tennessee? Or are y'all just gonna have another dog?
Well, what I was thinking is maybe she can find her way back home. Or is there such a thing as like a small dog like cannon? Could we fire her back to Tennessee?
Yes, they're called cannons.
Yeah, put her in a cannon. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I love dogs. I do not encourage.
And Peter has just entered the chat and they are pissed.
But she is a handful. I think we'll be okay. It isn't Benadryl, although I have considered giving her Benadryl because that may knock her out. And I've read a lot on the interwebs that Benadryl is something that is safe for pets.
I've given it to Zoe before for travels because she has like she just starts drooling as soon as she gets into a car and like starts getting a little anxious. And also she has bad allergies. So it's like I've given her a Benadryl in the past and knocks her out. So
maybe we just need to do that.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I would give Benadryl and tranquilizers. I mean, like the couple times me personally, I've tried that. I slept for like 7 days. Like my work thought I died.
It's not recommended.
No, almost lost my job. So,
guys, I wanted to tell you this. We got so many responses on the Fast Pass Standby Snack Break this week that it's the first week where we're not reading every single response. So don't be surprised by that. However, what we're going to try to do is we are going to rotate it. And so that way, if someone gets left out on one particular week, we'll pick them up next week. Yeah, it works on small children and dogs. It does. I think that's
the only way I'm around either, if we're being completely honest, Lexi.
I'm pretty sure my parents used to give us Benadryl in the car when we were on road trips.
So that's why I always fell asleep whenever we had sleepovers. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got to tell you, this is a funny story. So when my kids started doing sleepovers, there was one friend's house that they would go to who those parents happened to have a daughter that was McKenna's age and a son that was Garrett's age. So they would both go and do sleepovers at the same time. And one time they came home and they were telling me that like, I was like, well, how did it go? How'd you sleep? Did everything go okay? And they were like, well, yeah. I mean, around bedtime, I won't say the mom's name to protect her identity, but she started handing out melatonin vitamins and
I mean, like, okay, it's like, it's not your kid. Maybe check with the parent, but it's like I have melatonin every night before I go to bed. Of course, I go to bed while the sun's still out, so that might.
It was just funny to me because I was just like, I totally get it. When you're a parent and you've dealt with sleepovers, like stuff like this, you hear like, oh, the parents are handing out melatonin like it's Halloween candy. I totally get it. It's fine.
You're like, oh, it's just melatonin. At least it wasn't like Vicodin or Flintstones Vicodin.
Or like Ambien for all the kids.
Kids Ambien, by the way.
Kids Ambien. I get it. I just get it. And if you're not a parent, maybe you're like, oh, how dare they? It's not really medicine, but how dare they give a herbal supplement to a child that isn't theirs? But
no, I'm a childless ding dong. But at the same time, if I was in a house with 4 screaming kids, like give them 15 minutes and they're being medicated to stop. I totally get that. By the way, I'm available to babysit.
When I was still in school at UT, so Garrett came along before I finished my undergraduate at the University of Tennessee. So I was a bit of a non-traditional student because the first time that I went to Tennessee, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I decided it was way more fun to skip classes than actually attend them, which is not really a recipe for being able to graduate.
But it is a recipe for fun. So you were right on it was way more fun to skip classes and just stay in the dorm and play Smash Bros.
Yeah,
sorry, that was me.
My alternative was to hang out in the rec center and watch Kids in the Hall when I was supposed to be in geography class or something like that.
Also another good strategy. And plus, let's be honest, when have you ever needed geography?
I mean, I figured I live on the earth. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You know where the stuff you
I
need
get how it
is.
works. We
It's
spin
like,
around.
do
we
you
go around
really
the
need to
sun.
be able to identify Uzbekistan on a globe? Are we even sure Uzbekistan is real?
There are volcanoes. There's tectonic plates. I get it. Like, I understand how it all works. So so anyway, I was UT and I decided to mutually part ways. And when I went back, it was after Garrett had already been born. And no. I actually went back the year before he was born. Anyway, I was in school. Garrett was born. And
Great story so far.
yeah. Well, a lot of my compatriots, the friends that I made that second time that I was in school, were young and childless. So the conversations that we would have were very interesting because I remember there was a story about at a daycare, they were in a lot of trouble because they had been busted for taping pacifiers into the children's mouths. See, the look on your face is exactly how all of my college friends reacted to that story.
What?
And I said, as a parent, I get it. I'm not saying that I would do it. I'm just saying I get it.
You get it. Yeah. It's like I was at work this week. We had a story about some guy who paid his last child support payment to his daughter, like $800
In pennies.
child support. 80,000 pennies, literally dumped it in front of their driveway. One of my coworkers, I'm not going to throw them under the bus. It's like, yeah, I heard that story. That's awful. Pause. But I kind of get it.
We wouldn't do that. Look, Val, listen. I'm not saying that I would ever do such a thing. I'm just saying that as a parent, you hear a story like that differently than if you were never a parent, because it is awful. It's awful. But at the same time, it's like, look, I've had a screaming kid in the back of a car. I couldn't keep the pacifier in their mouth. And I was at my wit's end. And it crossed my mind, what if I just taped it in the mouth?
You would mortify people. That's what would happen. Hi, Steffers. You missed the part where Jay talked about taping pacifiers into kids' faces.
I'm not endorsing it. I'm simply saying.
Not what I heard.
Simply saying, I totally understand. That's it.
Now, by the way, that's our latest shirt coming to TeePublic. Hi, Zoe.
Hey, Zoe. Now, again, there she is. Look how pretty she is. Now, if I was a parent of this daycare and they told me that it came to light that they had done this, I would be upset. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying those thoughts cross your mind. Now, the difference is you don't act on them. You know, that's what separates the normal people from the psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh, Bree said that her sleepy brain told her that your mic was a tesseract.
Well, spoiler alert, Bree, it totally is. By the way, I'm actually being played by Tom Hiddleston right now.
Hey, look, I could buy it. You got the shirt on. You got the.
I mean, we're both devastatingly attractive. Great head of hair.
It's true.
I do need to shave, though. By the way, has anybody watched Loki? Like we're not going to go full blown spoiler, but I'm just interested if everybody fell back into their, I guess, habit of watching the new Marvel show the day or the week it comes out. Because I'm a big fan of Loki episode 1. Like, on board, excited to see where it goes.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, come on! What the hell, man?
Lexi
makes a good point. Lexi makes a good point.
If you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. Okay, I'm just saying you're on board. You're part of this.
If you do one, you're definitely doing the other. Maybe at the same time, if you really want to have a good night.
Everybody loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's loving Loki. Look,
are you sure they love Loki or the idea of drugging kids and taping dogs? Wait, no, I got that backwards.
Firing dogs out of a cannon.
Yeah, this has been an interesting conversation, huh?
Guys, look. I'm kind of fried. So look, here's the deal. There's this funny story about this is a little background, something that you need some insight to. Back in the days of Nerd News Cafe, I was really fired up when Castlevania, the animated series, came to Netflix. For some reason, I can't remember if it's 6 episodes and I only thought it was 5, or if I think that's right. It was like 6 episodes. I watched 5 of them and stopped. I don't know why I didn't see the last one. I don't know. You don't remember this?
I do remember it, but that still doesn't mean I can't make a weird face at you.
You like maybe you didn't remember it.
It's like, man, I'm going to run this marathon. This is so great. Oh, I put in all the good work. Hey, there's the finish line. I'm going to lay down and take a nap.
I don't know what happened. I just didn't realize there was a 6th or what happened, but I saw all of it up until the last episode. That same thing has happened to me with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. And the question is, when will I watch that last one? I want to say that maybe it's just I didn't want it to end because it was getting so good there at the end.
My God. That's such a cop-out answer. Did you ever finish Castlevania?
I did finish Castlevania.
Okay, good. Okay, all right.
But I didn't. There's a second season that I haven't seen any of.
I haven't seen a single episode, but at the same time, I'm not ding dong to watch all 5 and then stopped.
Castlevania is really good.
I've heard that. I've heard it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a little out there. It's a little gory. If you like the vampires and the monsters and you know,
all they got them Draculars.
They got the Draculars, and there's a lot of faking and sword play and different things.
I only like sparkly Draculars.
No, these aren't sparkly.
Okay, all right.
These are like demon spawns.
So they're mean Draculars.
They're mean Draculars.
Okay.
But it is really good. But anyway, I feel like I can't start Loki until I watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't know. Maybe I can do it.
Through episode 1, there's nothing that references Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I'm willing to bet at some point there will be some crossover. And plus, it's like, I mean, like all this stuff is tying into Lexi says you're in the penalty box, Judge Jay.
Oh no!
Get in there!
Dang it! I think Tony wanted me to put me there too, and I feel like if we've got 2 votes for it, then I'm probably in the penalty.
I mean, that's the law. There's nothing I can do.
What does that mean for me?
It's 5 yards back and replay first down. Wait, I'm crossing the streams here. So crap.
I'll just I'll cede the floor to you for a minute, Landon. You can take us somewhere else.
Uh-oh. Really? Do you think that's a good idea? I'm like 5 whiskeys in. You really want me to drive this monorail?
Well, you know, what's on your mind?
Well, I mean, in the background, I got AEW Dynamite on mute. Kind of. It's weird watching wrestling without sound on, especially when there's like promos and segments that aren't really wrestling and it's talking. So it's like, wonder what they're saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I almost went and saw a movie today. I almost went and saw Cruella.
So is that the movie that you're going to go see?
I think so. Yeah. It's like I talk about it in the episode. I almost went back to the theater for the first time since, the whole world caught fire, as I like to say. And it's like, I was looking at the movies. Nothing really grabbed me, but of everything that's out right now, it's like Cruella seems like the movie I'm the most interested in. I'll be honest. It's like, I never thought I'd say this. Next week, Luca comes out on Disney Plus. Exclusively on Disney Plus, I found out because I was looking, okay, I'll just go next Friday and watch Luca. It's not coming out in theaters. This is the second Pixar movie that's not coming out in theaters. And I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, granted, as a subscriber to Disney Plus, I'm like, okay, yay, I get to watch it on Friday at home for free. But like, I don't know. It's like, I kind of want to see Pixar on the big screen. I like, don't get me wrong. I like Soul, but at the same time, I kind of feel like I missed that experience, seeing it on the big screen, especially a movie like Soul, where music and the soundtrack is such a character that plays a role into it. I would have felt like that surround sound with all the speakers would have just like given it that oomph,
Agreed. Cruella will be a good one. It looks like Lewis is going to go see Black Widow as his first movie.
Well, I will be there for that one. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what my first one back is going to be. It probably won't be Cruella.
And see, it's like I'm surprised that like I'm considering Cruella because it's like when I saw the trailer, it's like, okay, pass. But it's like I hear really good reviews about it. It's like people in the chat are saying it's really good. So I mean, like, And I've had friends outside of this whole, monorail fan bubble have said the same thing. So it's like, maybe I need to check it out, because like, I'll be honest, it's like all the live action Disney movies, like, hard pass from me. I think they kind of are lame. And I guess I kind of lumped Cruella in with that, because I'll be honest, I didn't need an origin story from the villain of 101 Dalmatians. And now they're talking that there's going to be a Cruella 2. By the way, there's already a Cruella 2. It's called 101 Dalmatians.
Fair.
Sorry.
I think it's interesting. I know part of
Hi, Skelligummy.
What's up? What's up, Chicken Nugget? I know part of it is that they are making Cruella a bit of a sympathetic character, which is something they do a lot of times with these villain origin stories. They did it with Maleficent. If you watch Daredevil, I felt like they did that with Kingpin, which was kind of crazy.
But Vincent D'Onofrio was amazing in that role.
Yeah. Oh, he was so good.
Oh, so good.
Daredevil was great.
Daredevil was fantastic. Oh my God. I really hope that makes it to the MCU somehow. It's like we got some She-Hulk casting news this week. I really hope Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock shows up. Like, he has to.
It's an animated show, right? The She-Hulk.
That I don't know.
I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be animated. But they at least could get Charlie Cox to be the voice of Daredevil. He's got to show up. But anyway, I don't necessarily always need my villains to be humanized or created to be sympathetic characters. It's like people are in a movie. It's black and white. You've got a bad guy. You've got a good guy. The bad guy is bad. We don't really need to know why. We talked about this on the Forever 44 Fedora Club with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
We don't need to know why Belloc is a bad archaeologist. Like, we don't.
Yep.
I don't need a prequel that shows me that actually he had a tough childhood. Like, I don't necessarily need that. But what I feel like is you can kind of treat it. I think you're pretty much saying this as like a separate thing. It's just its own, piece of entertainment to be enjoyed, and you can take from it what you will, but it's not like it changes anything about how you felt about 101 Dalmatians. It's not like all of a sudden, oh, we should feel bad that Cruella is defeated in 101 Dalmatians because, she had some sort of a motivation to be the way she was.
Like I don't think I'm going to come out of watching Cruella and then I fire up 101 Dalmatians and be like, man, I totally understand why she wants to kill 100 puppies.
No.
Come
on. So anyway,
because that's what she wants to. She wants to kill 100 puppies.
That's true.
101, as a matter of fact.
When does Jungle Cruise come out?
Next month, I think.
Maybe that'll be my first one back in the theater.
Honestly, it's like I'm looking forward to it, but that might be saved for a Disney Plus view. And if I'm being completely honest, it's like I still haven't seen Raya and the Last Dragon. That just came to Disney Plus off of Disney Plus Extreme or whatever the extra pay is. So I still need to check that out. But it's like Jungle Cruise. I might wait until it shows up on the D to the Plus.
Motion cap, interesting. The way they previously billed She-Hulk was that it was going to be animated, but if it's like live action and mocap, that would be cool.
I mean, I love me some She-Hulk. Like, literally on my coffee table or table in my living room, you call it a coffee table, is the Dan Slott run on She-Hulk. So I love me some She-Hulk.
That was one of the comics that I actually featured when we did Nerd News Cafe.
So you know how good it is.
And She-Hulk was very good. Okay, so Lexi's saying we won't empathize with her too much. I mean, we'll see. Reminds me of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Well, I saw a really cool video. What was your nickname? She-Hulk? Hello.
No, mine's the Dawes.
Jungle Cruise, July 30th. McKenna, what do you want to be the first movie that you see in theaters for the first time once you go back to theaters? The Conjuring 3, says McKenna.
Isn't that on HBO Max?
It is out. People are saying it's the best Conjuring. Really? Yeah. The best Conjuring movie. Steffer says, hi, McKenna, and she loves you. This is in the comments over here.
Hello.
Oh, they called Steffer She-Hulk because her calves were and are abnormally large. Steffer's me too. I got big old calves. That's why I have to wear Gold Bond medicated powder when I walk around the theme parks. I get chased.
This just got personal.
What's up? Did you come to tell me something? Yes, ask a question.
Okay, while Jay's fielding questions, I'll describe to you AEW Dynamite. We're getting ready to watch a TNT Championship title defense from Miro taking on Evil Uno of the Dark Order. So this one should be a barn burner. A slobber knocker, as it's known in the business.
Lucas, listen, you call it TMI. I call it information people may need because they come down here to the parks. They get the sweaty thighs going on. And
Nope. Nobody needs to know that. Nobody needs to know that. Wow, are we really talking about your thighs? I think
is an important subject. It can ruin your park experience.
Oh, I'm aware that your body can and will ruin your park experience, but I still don't need to know about your sweaty thighs. We need to save that for like our Patreon / OnlyFans that we're going to launch. Wait, no, Kevin said we can't launch an OnlyFans. Crap.
Steffers, I already hired you for a job, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Steffers, you're slacking. Come on.
Again, there's no pay, no benefits, no PTO, but you've been hired. So congratulations. We'll see you on Monday. All right. We're going to wrap this up. We're
talking about your thighs.
Like 10 minutes and we go on and on and on. But we love the fact that people jump in here and hang out with us for a few minutes, and hopefully you enjoy it. It's a nice way to we always end up chatting for a while after we record the podcast. So we figure, why not
let
just
everybody in on the fun?
Yeah, we can chat with everybody.
Yep.
We hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to have a crazy weekend. I'll be on the road the whole time. And if you are in the Discord on the Monorail Patreon, I will probably not be there very much. I'm going to be pretty busy, but I'll be back Sunday evening. On Monday, I'll be right back in it. Otherwise, hey, you're welcome, Lexi. Thank you for thanking us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And don't worry, I will be in the Discord dropping my favorite Limp Bizkit tracks. So
perfect. And Lee's
nothing but rolling.
Keep
on rolling.
I gave Lee the power while I'm out. So Lee's.
Yeah, what was up with that? Like, come on, really? Lee?
He's an impartial third party. I feel like he can handle things well for us. You can't be trusted, Mr. I'm going to go pantsless in Ohana. Spoiler alert.
Okay, well, you kind of got me there. Crap.
But you all have a fantastic weekend. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. Have a great time. Super regionals are going on, so I'm just going to end this.
Go Vols!
Go Vols. Vols! Peace out, everybody.